What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of No Client Agent Privilege, aka the No Cap Podcast. Your boy Evan, your boy Will. We are back in the LSE headquarters for our second episode of No Cap in the HQ. So, really, I mean, getting settled into the household, and then obviously working out all the kinks and stuff like that. I mean, the studio itself, I mean, there's so much potential in here, so be prepared for our little extravaganza with setup and kind of going along, trying to get all this, rocking and rolling here. So, but in sports news, I feel like I've said it before, but I feel like this time around, the coaching carousel has kind of been a little bit more diverse.
Yeah.
Other than so far Saleh and Harbaugh. Mm-hmm. Other than those, McDaniel's going to the Chargers for OC, but then the Ravens taking the Chargers DC.
Yeah. So
now Harbaugh out in LA, he's got to find a new DC. So again, I think the coaching carousel itself hasn't been as I guess we'll have to see what ends up happening with the rest of the coaches out there, with regards to what exactly we're looking for, or, so let's see who's else still got their...
Steelers still looking for their guy.
Steelers. Yeah. I think they're going to go McCarthy.
Bills are still looking for their guy, too.
I think they're going to go McCarthy. Bills is going to be a tough one. I don't know. Because, my thing is with the Bills. So, with the Bills, you're not in a losing... usually you fire head coach because you're losing, but you're winning. You have a franchise quarterback. You have a solid defense.
Just couldn't get them to
over the hump.
Yeah,
is what the owner said. Gonna get them over the hump.
It's kind of like the Knicks with Thibodeau. If you think about
it. Yeah. I mean, that's a good.
They were there,
right?
But just not good enough. It depends what management or upper leadership wants to say not good enough is, but. If you look at the Bills' last, they were the AFC East champions for the past 5 seasons?
Something like that, 5 out of 7
I think
or something.
5 seasons, and they never held the first seed in the AFC.
Mm-mm.
So, you're winning your division. Division's really not that good.
Yeah, I mean,
it wasn't that good.
Now it's better.
It wasn't that good.
But back, yes. So you shouldn't have been losing that anyway.
Your biggest competition was really, at the time, the Dolphins.
Yep. Definitely not the Jets or the Patriots. 3 years ago, for sure.
So, I don't if I had to put my 2 cents, I don't like the firing of Coach McDermott.
Yeah, I don't either.
I like what he had going on over there. I think it was really more of a personnel issue. The Bills don't have a true number 1 wide receiver. We all know that used to be
I agree.
Stephon Diggs,
and
right?
He's in the playoffs, so look what they're doing. I think I agree with you too. I think you said it. I agree with the firing? No, but I can tell you from Bills' perspectives, what from the Bills fans' perspective, I should say, it's I guess get time to move on. You had your chance. I don't really know. I don't really know how to
I forget how long he's been there.
For a decent
7 seasons, 9 seasons. I mean, it's been a while. Whatever it is, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's not like it's been a short tenured. Right. But it's also you've had the Patrick Mahomes, the Joe Burrows, and things like that. So you've had your Josh Allen. So I don't know. I find it such a hard pill to swallow.
The next coach
when you're winning still
that goes there is going to be on the hot seat from day one, probably.
He has to be.
Because you kind of said, it's what is the expectation? If Sean McDermott had XYZ success, then...
Winning seasons off the rip.
Yeah, it has to be. Well, it has to... Yeah.
It has to. That's the only...
I guess the way to say it is if the new coach is not at least replicating what the Bills have had for the past... exit 5 seasons, then that coach is probably gone too. Maybe give him another year.
That's what I'm guessing at this point, because if we're trying to say that getting to the divisional rounds and all that stuff just isn't cutting it in a consecutive year basis.
Right, perennial.
Like, come on now. Like, I truly look at it like how much better can you ask for in the NFL? Like, other than, like, I think the other thing is too,
the
like,
Super Bowl. Or
well, that's what I'm saying.
Making the Super Bowl.
But even still, like, the perennial powerhouses that have done it that way, you've gone through them. You've had to go against them. You had to go against the Mahomes, Burrow. Like, you've had to go against those teams. So I'm just very confused as to the logistics and logic behind what the logic behind firing a successful coach, and then 2, what's the logistics for this guy to come in and say, well, I want to change the culture to my liking. It's a winning culture. Like, you're having a fan base. Are we
surprised though? Like, this is the new norm of NFL, where you don't have a good season or you don't have a string of good seasons. Again, like, good seasons, and like the coach gets used as the scapegoat, kind of. We saw it with kind of definitely different stories, same state. We saw, well, not the same state really, but the Giants with Dayball, and we kind of talked about that when it happened, and we didn't really agree with the move. I still don't necessarily agree with the move because nobody knew that we were going to end up getting Harbaugh, and maybe that doesn't even work out. Grass isn't always green on the other side. I'm not just saying, oh, we're going to have a 10-win season, blah, blah, blah. But you see it more and more now, I think, that like coaches are just getting used. Like, that's why I started off by saying it's really the personnel. Like, your defense is there.
I agree with
to an extent, 100%. But even not really, because they've given up. The Bills gave up some games this year from defensively.
Yeah.
Not just Josh Allen. Obviously, the last game against the Broncos, which one of the best defenses in the league. I mean, it is still playoff football
for sure.
On the road, you shouldn't give up 4 turnovers as a quarterback.
Well, I agree
you got to take care of the ball. But I think they still had a chance to win that game. You see what I'm saying? Like,
no doubt.
Like, they still had a chance to win that game, and that comes from the coach. So
it's just,
you want to talk about that call? We can talk about that call. Was it a catch or no? Well, you're a defensive guy.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm biased. Like,
you think it was a pick?
I think it was a pick.
All right.
That is going to go down.
Something with the Des Bryant catch.
Yeah, I mean, that is legitimately.
You think Des caught it? That's a little different, though.
Yeah, I feel like that's a little bit more like, a little bit more of a catch per se.
Yeah.
Like, I agree with that. So I mean, it's a tough. I mean, I think, and JJ Watt, I think, talked about it today. Like, with regards to watching it live, when you make the call as a ref, you make the call. Like, the slow-mo is supposed to be there to help you make the decision. If it's not there to change your mind with the decision that's made, stick with the decision. Like, if you, like, it's supposed to be video evidence, basically, beyond a reasonable doubt. Like, in law, like, legal terms, like, if beyond
the ruling on the field was a pick.
Right.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If that's the case,
if
that's the case, then we stick with it. Like, if we're saying that we can't change it and we don't have 100% beyond a reasonable doubt, every jury member says that they're guilty, then it can't pass.
Right.
So
that makes sense.
It is. I mean, refs, tough call. Period. Point blank. Always going to be a hard call, no matter what. And divisional playoff on the line. Close game. Like, just so much pressure. In generally speaking. It's always going to be tough. Yeah. It's always going to be something where a ref is going to get blamed for, a ref is going to have issues with. The other team's always going to be like, oh, well, the ref screwed us, blah, blah. It's the same it's always like that. It's always like that.
You can never win.
Yeah, exactly. It is what it is. So,
the Ravens got Jesse Minter, who you said the Chargers DC.
Right.
What do you feel about that in terms of kind of where the Ravens want to go, because it's an interesting story where it was kind of, is it Lamar? Is it Harbaugh? What's going to happen here? Like, obviously they made their choice, but what if the play still isn't there? And might I add that you hired a DC. So a defensive-minded guy, I mean, that's fair to say, right? He's a DC.
Sure, it's what he's known for.
Right.
Yeah.
And you have Lamar manning the ship on offense that is a unique talent. So what do you think the thought process there and the dynamic is going to be like? And do you think that it's going to pay dividends the way that they want it to?
It's I don't know. I truly not sure what the Ravens, again, kind of, and I wouldn't say exactly the same as McDermott and the Bills, but it's not like, I mean, they've had some up and down, more up and down than the Bills. Like, they've still made it to the playoffs, but had some off seasons and stuff like that. So I can definitely see the Harbaugh firing a little bit more than the McDermott firing. But when I look at what exactly was wrong on the Ravens side, again, I think we come back to the personnel. I don't know if I really look at some of the stuff that the coaching decisions made. Yeah. It's not like Lamar didn't do what he had to do to get him in the game or keep him in the game. And again, Harbaugh is not calling the defense, so right. I don't know. I mean, again, for me, looking at all these kind of coaching changes, other than some of the teams that sucked, I don't get those. Like, I truly, Tomlin, okay, we've had, a long tenured with Tomlin.
19 seasons.
I get that. I get all that. And you've made it to the playoffs all these years. And, you again.
It's a little bit different, right?
Right.
You're not getting to the AFC Championship, or you're not.
Right. But he's won Super Bowls and stuff. Harbaugh's won Super Bowls. McDermott's one of the only ones that hasn't won a Super Bowl out of these coaching firings. So I think, again, for what we're asking, is Jesse Minter the answer?
TBD.
Yeah, come back to me in a year. We'll talk about this again, because
same thing with the Dolphins' new coach, Halfley.
I got nothing on him. I didn't even know who he was.
Packers DC.
Yeah, but even before that, I don't remember him in the league or.
It's another interesting hire considering.
Well, I mean, they hired the GM.
Very unique quarterback situation over there as well.
No, that's got to be. I mean, if he's a DC, I mean, at this point, you can't put your faith in a quarterback like that. If you're the DC, you got to cut. I mean, you got to be the one to be like, I'm not an offensive guy, but I want to start over. Right. Like, he's got to be the one to make that call. Like, I know I'm not an offensive guy, but whoever I bring in as the OC, he has the right to. I don't want to say clear house, but he has the right to go on and move on from that quarterback of.
The Dolphins didn't have an OC, is that what it was? It was just
McDaniels, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I believe that's correct, yes.
Okay.
So, but again, when we talk about opportunities for the OC to come in and hopefully, the GM being able to make the calls without Mr. Ross down his, breathing down his neck. I mean, I don't know if did you hear the story about Wallen and the exit interview and McDaniels getting fired literally in the middle of it? No? Wallen, the tight end.
Oh, Darren?
Yeah. So Darren's in the middle of his exit interview with McDaniels, literally just like this, just interview. Hey, what'd you think of the season? What do you think we should do better next year? All that, exit interview stuff. Mr. Ross, hey guys, what's up? How are we? Comes in, sits down, and says, "Hey, McDaniels, I need to speak with you, coach." And McDaniels hits Wallen with the, "Hey, we'll finish this later." They didn't finish it later.
No, they never finished.
So,
wow, that's some shit.
I mean, that's the owner.
How'd you hear about that?
Wallen brought it up on somebody's podcast.
That's true.
He dropped that one not too long ago, but it was like the fact that the owner literally was just, that's how fed up he was. He couldn't have waited until he finished this interview.
Right.
Hey coach, when you're done, let's
pack it up.
Let's talk it up, chop it up real quick.
Box.
Yeah, literally. So again, but I mean, how long was he on the market? Literally 1 week, not even.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, again, coaching.
Well, we
carousel.
both said he was going to get picked up for OC.
Oh yeah, 1,000%.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Not head coach. Because I had mentioned the Lions, but they already hired someone.
Somebody had like a great like why McDaniels should go to Chargers, and it was like everything added up so great. Like literally like all the where he could live, the offense he has, the quarterback he has, just like everything like you could imagine like that could be so great for McDaniels after, getting fired.
And he was with the Niners at one point or no? I know he was with the Broncos.
Yeah, so that's where he got hired from the Niners from the Niners to be the head coach of the Dolphins. So that's where he got picked up from. But he was with the Broncos to start.
Yes.
So,
well, best of luck.
I mean, I don't truly know how much better of a quarterback. So if McDaniel's offense doesn't succeed with Herbert,
that's bad.
That's bad.
Because
the only excuse he could say was Tua. And we know Tua's had his issues between concussions, offensive, guru, trying to put it all together. Just didn't seem to work out the last two seasons.
That's exactly kind of what we've been saying this whole show, where it's like you can blame who you want.
Right,
but
right.
like if you come in and it's the same shit, then it's like then it looks bad on leadership or whoever fired the person.
Right.
Because it's like, did you really do your homework?
Right.
And then it looks bad on the person that just came in because it's like, damn, like,
nah,
I couldn't do anything.
That I agree with 1,000%. So, yeah, I mean, again,
it's a lot of pressure. I mean, you don't
yeah.
want to look at it like that. Like on a day to day, like practice, walkthroughs, game.
Yes.
Like you don't look at it like it's a lot of pressure, but it is
for sure.
It is.
I mean, definitely one of those things when we talk about success in the NFL or, just in generally speaking, when we talk what's the goal of each team or, to say like we were talking about with the Bills, for this new head coach, what's the goal? What's the expectation for him coming in? Like you're trying to say that just because he has Josh Allen, just because he is, inheriting this Ferrari, just don't crash it. Is that what we're gonna go with? How are we gonna tell this guy that? And the guy before him, who was a great coach, couldn't get it done. Logically speaking, it just
Super Bowl or bust.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It just doesn't make sense to me. And I get
Excellence.
You're getting a new stadium. You got. I don't even know what kind of draft capital they have, so I can't tell you.
That's kind of the whole point, though. It's like, if they don't have a good season this year, let's think. Players might leave. You lose some. I mean, they do have a huge fan base, but like,
I mean, there's people might get
frustrated. Yeah,
Buffalo Sabres and Buffalo Bills.
Right,
like, that's all you got out there.
Sure, but. And then they have a new stadium coming, so they're probably going to want to make some money. Ticket sales, season ticket sales.
So. Those ticket sales have got to be out the wazoo right now.
So, yeah. So
I just want to ride one of the Buffaloes that they're putting out at the front.
Is that really live or what?
Not live Buffalo, but like the statues that
are in
fire
though.
And the drawings, like
I want to be on
like
fire.
Yeah, that'd be sick. But you know how many Bill Mafia people be ending up in the hospital?
Yeah,
they had real Buffalo just riding around the front.
Yeah,
that'd be hilarious.
Through the fucking parking lot.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my god,
it'd be so funny.
So
Ralphie running around.
I don't know too much. Well, I don't know too much about his history, but the Falcons hired Stefanski.
Yeah.
Which I don't really like the guy. His whole claim to fame, as far as I'm concerned, is the 2 good years that he had in Cleveland with Deshaun Watson, where they made the playoffs, even though they really weren't supposed to.
Right. I mean,
but like the Falcons, I forget who their head coach was this season. I forget his name. But I don't think this hire is any better, is what I'm trying to get at.
That, and they also hired Matt Ryan for vice president of football operations or something. Something to that. A very large title.
Sure.
Somebody who was just retired, and
sure.
I don't know if he was working in the organization previously, like after he retired and everything. But with regards to where Falcons. I mean, you were last in the NFC South, and that's probably the worst division in football. So really,
Yeah.
besides again, worst division overall because they're the lowest seeds and stuff like that. But with regards to,
So is that why you think they hired him? Like,
no,
look
I'm
at it
just
as
saying,
like a fixer-upper?
what better? I mean, what else are we supposed to do?
The floor is so low.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But the ceiling could be so high.
I agree. I mean, my thing is like I feel like the teams, just the ones that always fire when they suck, always rush to do their hiring. Like the good teams that fire coaches because it was either a tough decision or time, just been there for so long. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like those teams rush, and then the other teams like.
Well, it's hard right now with the draft. Like you said last episode, with the draft around the corner. It's
like I don't even know.
The Bills. I'm sure a team like the Bills is going to take a little bit more time to put together their list.
Yeah.
A team like the Steelers is probably going to take a little bit more time even. I mean, they have taken more time. They don't have anyone yet. And Tomlin was one of the first coaches to be fired, really.
The only coach at this point, if I'm going to take a shot with regards to coaches, and I know that I can run with for a while, is McCarthy.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else is still a big risk.
But his tenure with the Cowboys was so shit.
But I mean,
he might just be washed.
That too could be. I mean, the
Cowboys didn't have a slouch roster,
but they still made the playoffs. Like majority of his tenure, they just couldn't ever get it done.
Yeah, no, you're right.
So my thing is not even making the playoffs. Again, the Cowboys, you guys fired him, and you guys still didn't make the playoffs. So it's like, where are we going with this? You're supposed to be America's team. You're supposed to be the guys that won all these Super Bowls. Blah 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 blah. Whatever. And you're supposed to have this MVP caliber quarterback, and we still can't make the playoffs.
Mm-mm.
I'm no Cowboy fan, but God bless. Like, come on now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my whole thing. Like, we're talking about the Bills. The Bills made it to all those playoffs and Super Bowls, and they couldn't get it done. But Bills Mafia, I mean, again, where we see the success, where we see the what's the word I'm looking for? The ceiling for all these coaches and stuff. Like, what's the ceiling for this Cowboy coach? It's season 2 for him. Yeah. It's season 2. Like, if they don't make the playoffs next year, then what?
Yeah,
we're right. I mean, I can't even say like the NFC East is that strong of a division because all you really have is Philly.
Yeah.
You're telling me you can't even make the wild card?
Right. No.
I don't know. That's just my my mindset towards 100%. some of these coaches and what some get and then how some others get. And I know Jerry's really not the one to fire coaches. Like, he gives everyone, I feel like, a fair chance.
For sure.
So for me, I guess it's more so to the extent of where do you what's next? Or what's Jerry's master plan per se? I don't know if
win something before he calls it quits.
Well, I mean, that's still going to be the Jones family, so
right.
I mean,
again, you know how that goes sometimes. I mean, look at the Giants with the Maras.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
goodness.
It'll be interesting to see exactly where some of these teams that have done these quick hirings or stayed in the coach's carousel. Like, technically speaking, the Ravens didn't stay in the coach's carousel. They got a new hire. I mean, I guess I would consider Saleh. He's been a head coach, so yes. Dolphins didn't stay in the coaching carousel. It'll be interesting because some of these coaches, it's just so hard to predict at this level who's gonna actually succeed. Yeah, we'll have to. I mean, let's circle back to this episode in literally 12 months from now, and let's see where we're at.
Let's college. You want to move on?
Yeah. I mean, at this point,
we could close out with college. Obviously, the national championship was a great game. It was a great game.
I thought so.
It was a great game.
I don't know how much better could you have asked for
It
with regard.
ended in true Carson Beck fashion. So, thank you for that. I don't really have any complaints. I saw some of the game. I was able to see some of the game.
Yeah, I saw it. That was cool.
Got this hat.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
hat?
that's fire.
Wow. It was an Indiana home game for sure. That's definite. 75% of the stadium was red.
Really?
Yeah, it was bad. Well,
I mean, I guess when you're here's the thing.
I don't know what to say. I'm just saying what I saw.
I honestly, I guess I didn't really.
Oh, it was a sea of red.
Wow. I guess, I mean, better your eyes than mine, because I was definitely not paying attention to, the fan basis of who was there and who wasn't there. I guess more so waiting on Abella Danger to show up, but ESPN, you dirty dogs. ESPN
Definitely got a stern talking to.
ESPN, your cameraman, A1, baby, A1.
SMH.
You know you had to find the girl, so
some talent.
But I think with regards to the game and those are the two best teams that deserve to be there. I don't know what else to say.
Sure.
I can't say that Ohio State or Oregon or Alabama, Georgia,
no.
Even Texas Tech. I love Texas Tech's defense, but that kid at the Orange Bowl, just the quarterback, he literally came out and said he just didn't handle the pressure. Now imagine the pressure against that Indiana defense. It would have been a blowout. The Oregon blew them out. That's what I'm saying. In the same stadium.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think, one, I appreciate Cristobal and, everything. Because that team, had everything that it needed. And Indiana had everything it needed. So, again, how much better of a game you could have asked for?
Just a better team. It was Indiana's game to lose.
Yes,
no doubt.
I agree with that.
Miami was just playing for everything they were playing for all season, really.
Yeah, all the doubt.
Are they going to get in? Are they not going to get in? And then, kind of proving everyone wrong.
No,
I think if we go back, every episode that we had that was about another week or something that having to do with the playoffs, Miami's gonna
they
lose.
shouldn't be there. They're gonna lose. They're gonna choke.
And I can admit it. I said it. I didn't think they were gonna make it that far. I also did not think they were gonna be Indiana, which they really almost did. If we're being honest, they really almost did. But I don't think that Indiana's offense had a spectacular game. Miami's defense is really good, especially their front four.
I could put that D line against any team in the nation, and you'll have sacks.
Right.
You'll
no, definitely.
Sacks.
And there wasn't really. It was a good defensive contest in the first half for sure. I think it was 10-0 by the time it was halftime, and that was it. Well, that's not really what we were used to seeing from Indiana.
No.
That was definitely a statement, to say the least, to hold them to 10. Maybe you didn't get your offense going, but what do you really expect? I'm not really a big Carson Beck fan. Never was.
I can't even fault him. So I guess the receiver did come out and say he didn't even look for the ball. And he didn't run the right route per se. It was an option route or something, I believe. So,
right.
But that's
or he could just be covering someone's draft stock. But
that's the wide receiver saying that. That's not even the quarterback. So for him to come out and say that, I guess that's more to the extent on.
Probably gave him some NIL money to say that.
You never know. Even for Beck at this point, I hope he's going to the Senior Bowl. I hope he's gonna go at least throw in front of scouts, because
probably. Pro day.
Not even pro day. I'm talking about
I'm saying Senior Bowl. I'm saying you got pro day too.
Yeah, no doubt. Again, I think, and I tell my clients this all the time, Senior Day or
Senior Bowl,
Senior Bowls and stuff. They're all good, and they're good for non-football stuff, interviews, talking talking to a scout, knowing who they are,
networking.
Off the field, networking, stuff
character
like that.
Stuff.
The character, yeah, exactly, all that, and then also, not even I would say football wise as well, but on the field stuff. Oh shit! Did you learn your playbook? Did you pay attention in meetings during drills? Were you adherent to the coach that you've never seen before? Just little things, like little nuances of being a pro versus being some kid that's at a college senior bowl game. Mm-hmm. Like, did you care enough to actually try to be better, get better, stuff like that? Some of the smaller school guys have great days because they care a little bit more.
Yeah.
So little nuances of those senior bowls, but again, your day, your time to shine is your pro day. Your pro day shows you worked your ass off the last, depending on when your pro day is, the last 10 to 12 weeks of your life to get as good as you can at these drills to show. And it's not even the fact that like you have to be astronomically like breaking records and stuff. It just has to be the fact that what they projected of you was way better or was just a better overall perspective. So 100%. it's like pro day matters way more than any senior bowl or anything like that.
Speaking of which, well, for a player like Carson Beck, probably, like you said, would do some good going to the Senior Bowl.
Interview, for sure.
Pro day, obviously. But you think Mendoza has the number 1 pick locked up? I mean, it's going to be the Raiders, obviously. So, you think they take him? Or do you think that there's a chance? Yeah.
No, I think you have to. I mean, if I'm Tom Brady, who I was at the game.
He was at the game. That's true.
I saw what he did with the team that he has. And his team's good. His team is very good. But it isn't a bunch of 5-star guys. It's not a bunch of big-time recruits. It's not a bunch of all-stars.
Quite the opposite.
So, in reality, when you look at a Tom Brady-esque guy who makes his team better, not I'm saying the GOAT or anything like that, but what Tom did is he made his teammates better.
Yes.
That is with regards to what I want out of my first overall draft pick, that's what I want. I don't need him to come in and be the perfect player. I need him to come in and get me the best out of everyone else. And if he can do that,
it's a lot more valuable than.
That's what a first round pick is worth to me. Yeah. I don't need the guy that has to come in and throw for 30 touchdowns. And I think that's what Tennessee thought with Cam Ward. I don't think that's fair to Cam Ward because Tennessee did nothing to help him out. So for me, when I look at, let's say, who's another good big time first overall quarterback?
Like recently?
Yeah, in the last decade or so.
First overall?
Maybe top 5. I mean, I'm trying to think of a quarterback to like comparison. Like when he got there, the team wasn't that good. He just made it that much better. I guess Joe Burrow.
Drake
May, great example. I mean, that is a great example. Cause
Joe Burrow too, yeah.
Joe Burrow, the team itself had pieces. It was okay. It was good. I wouldn't even say good. It was okay. But Joe came in. He made everybody around that team better. It wasn't the greatest team ever.
No, go ahead.
No, but I was just gonna say he made that team that much better. If
Mendoza can do even 70% of what Drake May has been able to do in first 2 seasons?
Right.
Then
you've got a 4-year, 5-year contract with the kid.
I don't see anybody saying that it was going to be the wrong decision.
I mean, we
already said it's not. It wouldn't be the wrong decision to take him.
At this point, he is the solidified first.
You want
that
value.
Like it's clear cut at this point. We could have had some discussion if Ruben Bain had like 6 sacks on the kid, like him and Max Crosby on opposite sides.
You still have no offense. I mean,
but again, my point would be the kid. Ruben, he would have had the day. It could have been just that. But again, we're looking at it from what Mendoza brings is not an elite of anything, but he's willing to make himself available to make other guys elite. He's willing to put his body on the line. He's willing to throw extra, watch more film. All the little things that you can't really force on your first overall pick because they're your first overall pick. He just has to want to do all that stuff. And he does. So if I'm an organization willing to put all my eggs in one basket, I guess you could say, what's better than the kid that's already going to do more for you on his own?
Right.
How much better of a first round draft pick can you ask for? Not to say that any other draft pick wouldn't do that.
No,
but at this point, we just know from what he's done this season, in the last few seasons, because he did have a good career at Cal. So it's not like he was some jamuck that just transferred to Indiana. He had a good career with an okay team at Cal too. So again, making yourself better while also bringing the best out of other teammates.
Yes.
How much more out of your first round pick do you want?
Nothing.
Right. So, but great game overall. I'm so glad that it wasn't a blowout. It wasn't,
right.
Overall, some fan base, just being like, "Oh, we told you so. We told you so." That's I always hate that.
It seemed like both sides had a good time, and we'll look forward to Championship Sunday.
Yep.
You want to throw out your picks before we wrap it up here?
Yeah, definitely going with Drake May in New England.
Sure.
Unfortunately, losing Bo Nix.
Yeah.
That's just poor Sean Payton. He had it going, man. He had everything.
And that defense, defense wins championships.
Holler at your boy. Hey, I could still be wrong. Defense comes to play, but Vrabel's defense.
The Patriots did lose to a backup quarterback before.
Yeah.
So
it wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah.
So definitely, but I'm still gonna rock with Patriots
for sure.
NFC.
The other one, defense wins championships. Bring me the Seahawks. Bring me the Seahawks. I don't know about you, but it's prolific offense versus prolific defense. If Sam Darnold can put points on the board like the Seahawks have been doing.
Yeah, and I don't even think it's Sam Darnold.
But the thing about it,
I think the running game of Seattle is just so good.
Right, but you gotta, if you as the Seahawks can move Matt Stafford around and make him uncomfortable, because we both know he's not really that mobile of a quarterback. If you can get him out of the pocket, get him into some uncomfortable situations, you might just book yourself a ticket to the Super Bowl. So that's my quick take of the day.
See, I think for me, and I agree with you with regards to defense, and the better defense is definitely Seattle. And it's not like the Rams have a bad defense; they just do have gaps and holes at certain positions where they got a good D line. Their backers they're okay. Corners are hit or miss. They're very sporadic. Some games are lockdown. Some games are getting blown out. But it happens. Corners, But I think it says what to say. Over under 46.5, spread 2. I'll take the Rams +2.
+2.
Yeah, because Seattle's -2.
Okay.
So I take the Rams +2. Yeah, I think they'll cover. I think it'll be definitely like a 1-point game or something to that extent. It's gonna go down to the wire for sure. So I'll take that for the Rams to cover. I don't want to say win outright. It's at Seattle, right? Yeah, I think. Oh man, I think I'm gonna stick with the Rams. I don't really like to go against Sean McVay. I'm a very very pro Sean McVay guy because I've seen what he's done with what he's had in multiple scenarios, and it's been very impressive. Like as a head coach, very impressive to see what he's done with some of the pieces and how good he is, and his mindset with fuck them draft picks, selling out to win a championship, and he does it.
Two Seans versus two Mikes.
Yeah, literally. So
all right.
So
till next time.
Yep. So thank you for joining us for another episode of No Client Agent Privilege, aka the No Cap Podcast here at the LSE HQ. Thank you for joining us. Your boy Will, your boy Evan, and we are out.
Peace.